One.
Namaskar. Today we'll see how to raise the energy levels by way of simple exercises. These exercises are meant to raise the energy levels so that the stale energy can be pushed out of the body and all the organs start getting fresh energy or the fresh prana. So the way to do that is first we have to ground ourselves properly, and the way to ground is you can start doing a tapping exercise. This is called as a tapping exercise. You can just tap your whole leg so the prana gets activated. You can tap also like at the back of the thigh, the calf, the ankles. You can tap each and every part of your leg. You can do the similar for the right leg as well. Move on to the right leg, start tapping there. When you start tapping, the entire movement of the prana starts to happen in both the legs. Now, this helps. The tapping exercise helps you in making the firm connection with the ground because the entire prana channels are now open. You can also do clenching of your arches which are there on your legs. We have arches on the legs, so you have to just pull the arches up. When we pull the arches up, then the entire pelvic region becomes more stiff and it comes into a position of doing the exercises. So just clench both the arches of left and right leg. So this gives a proper grounding now. So we did grounding with the tapping and we did grounding with the clenching of the arches. So we are now firmly rooted. Now you can start doing the first exercise, which is the testicular breathing, or we can say it's an ovarian breathing. In this breathing, we pull the genitals up so that the entire energy starts to shift from downward to upward. So there's a movement. When we pull the genitals up, obviously the anus muscles also start getting pulled up. So when we are breathing in, we have to start giving a pull down, and the energy comes up through the spine and then through the crown chakra, then it again comes back to the root chakra. So it's an energy circle that gets formed. So the energy starts to move. So this we can do for 9 times. Breathe in, pull the genitals in, and then exhale. You have to literally see that the energy is moving throughout your spine and goes till from the back of your head, middle oblongata, and then comes down from the front, and again goes down from the root, again comes up. So this entire circle is activated when we are doing this kind of a breathing. This is called as a testicular breathing or ovarian breathing. Both are same. So the basic concept is pulling the genitals up, which eventually pulls the anus muscle also up, and then we have to inhale. So pull up and inhale, both has to be done at the same time. Okay, and then you have to see that the energy is raising through the spine and then it's making a complete circle during an exhale. So this is step number 1. Step number 2 is have both the hands on your waist, and then you have to circle your hips. It's a normal circling that we do when we are doing a warm up. You can just see it's a normal circle. You can do clockwise and anti-clockwise. Again, the count is you can do 9 times or 18 times. Right? This is the circling of the hips. Now we have to just circle the pelvic part without moving your chest or without moving your rib cage. It's only the pelvic part needs to be having a circular rotation. So when we are going back, we are inhaling. Again, you can do this 9 times clockwise and 9 times anti-clockwise. So only the pelvic part has to be should be into the circular movement. Now same pelvic part has to be moved front and back. Okay. Ensure that there's a proper grounding again. Focus on your legs. Focus on your feet. When you focus on the feet and you focus on the arches, both the knees turn outwards. And this is what the position you have to get in. And slowly, you have to just move the pelvic part. The pelvic floor has to be moved. So when we are inhaling, when we go back, we have to inhale through the sacral and exhale. This is again 9 times you can do it. And moving on to the next part, which is the breathing, at the spinal breathing we call it as. Take the hands and the shoulder, both the hands at the shoulder level, and the contraction. Now when you are doing a contraction, you have to bring your pelvic part on the front. I'll show you again. When you are moving the pelvic part and the whole spine, there is a contraction or there is a pressure or a tension being felt over here. So one has to strengthen this particular part so that the energy movement becomes very easy moving ahead. There is a very important connection over there which helps us to, if we strengthen that, the energy moves up quickly. And the third part is your cranial pump. So cranial pump is very easy, just tuck your chin inside like this. Okay, we tuck it for maybe 5 times and then you can give a tap on the medulla oblongata for 4 times. Again you do it. Just tuck the chin in. So this completes the entire exercise for moving the energy up so that the body starts to function in a way it should function, and the freshness that we feel once we do this exercise is simply great. So we'll give you the instructions on how many counts, what has to be done. For now, just understand the process of how it has to be done. So we first did the grounding. In grounding there were 2 exercises. One is we did the tapping of both the legs, and second we did clenching of both the arches on the feet. So with that, the entire leg posture, when we clench the arches up, the entire leg, both the knees start pointing outwards when we clench the arches. Right? And then we started with the testicular breathing, or you can also call it as an ovarian breathing, where you breathe in along with pulling the anus muscles up and the genitals up. So all 3 things have to be done together. Breathing in, which is your inhale, pulling the anus muscles up and pulling the genitals up. So in fact, when you pull the genitals up, the anus muscles also gets pulled up. So that was one, and then we moved on to the sacral pump. Sacral pump has got 3 main exercises. One is your hip movement, circular hip movements, anti-clockwise, clockwise and clockwise. Then we move on to the specific of just moving the sacral region or the pelvic region, clockwise and anti-clockwise, without moving any upper or the lower body. And then the same pelvic region we are now moving front and back. Okay, so there are total 3 exercises in the sacral pump. Now then after that we move on to your spinal breathing, right? With the spinal breathing, you also do the movement of your pelvic part. So when we are closing in, on when there is a contraction, then the entire pelvic region comes on the front, and then we do an exhale, and then we go back, we inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then the last part was your breathing, which is at the medulla oblongata breathing, which we call it as cranial breathing. So you can just tuck your chin, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can give a tap on the medulla for maybe 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, in this you are strengthening the muscles which are on the medulla oblongata. And then when you strengthen those muscles, the energy movement happens very fast. This is the entire set of exercises one has to do daily for the energy to start rising up. Thank you so much.